Did you know that the Druid Werewolf form hair color changes depending on the character hair type you select? What? Now this right here is the type of information that I want to see dropped while we wait for this freaking game to come out in June. Seriously though, this wait is going to be exhausting. Oh, and by the way, don't think I didn't see your comments in my last video. In regards to the concerns about respecking our characters in-game, I just have one thing to say to all of you.
R-E-L-A-X. Relax. We're gonna be okay.
On the opposite end of relaxing, 2.6 million of us got at least one character to level 20 over the course of the 2 beta weekends. That is insane. And like me, I know a lot of us will say that we did it because we were addicted to the beta, but we all know why we tried to grind to level 20. I'm also going to go ahead and guess that a large chunk of the over 29 billion monsters that were killed were absolutely because of the Necromancer's corpse explosion. Just saying. Speaking of the Necromancer, one of the minor annoyances that I had during the beta was that my skeletons were always just running around all over the place inside the cities, kind of cluttering the space up. Well, it turns out that was apparently a bug and will not be in the final release of the game. Thank you. And yet, even another nice info drop was the Codex of Power within the beta gave us an estimate, I believe it said 153 legendary powers. And to some, we were wondering if this was the total number, because obviously we couldn't unlock that many. Thankfully, over on Twitter, it has been confirmed that the total number of legendary powers that were displayed within the beta are not even half of the total that are in the game. Which, although it's not surprising, it is great to hear for those of us who are going to play this game until we die. Also, and speaking of dying, this tweet right here may be subtle proof that there's going to be a little bit more of a difficulty increase once the game releases when it comes to the world bosses. I look forward to seeing the comparisons and how long it takes to kill bosses like this compared to the beta. We also received news that there's going to be an Xbox Series X bundled Diablo 4 console for sale that will release on June 6th. I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed that it's not a custom console, it's just a Series X, which, I mean, for the record, you can barely find any of the regular ones out in the wild still because Microsoft just refuses to mass produce them. They're still struggling with this. This is definitely one area where I can continue to say that Sony has Microsoft beat. I'm sorry guys, I couldn't resist. Console wars are literally the most stupid thing out there, so on to better news. Or perhaps a better way of saying it would be more news. Adam Fletcher over on Twitter has mentioned that the next developer update stream is going to be in April, and they're going to be talking about the progression and in-game systems in Diablo 4. He also mentioned that there would be a special guest appearance, and I'm not sure who it's going to be, but I have my suspicions. One thing that I would like to see them talk about is maybe a little bit more information on what Mr. Monstrosity over on Reddit talks about here. The legendary drop system in this game, if you do not pick up an item, it will automatically be sent to your stash. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a heck of a quality of life feature into the game, and I think overall its benefits outweigh its negatives. However, there's still something in my mind that I can't quite wrap my head around this feature being a thing. Picking up items is such an integral part of this game in this series that I'm still a little bit undecided. I would love to hear your thoughts on this one. Oh, that's right. Do you guys remember this sound? Can we please bring back that special or unique feeling when a legendary does actually drop in a Diablo game? And yes, I would love it if they brought back the beaming lights that shot up into the sky. Definitely make sure that you're subscribed to the channel because I will absolutely be sharing my thoughts on whatever it is that comes out of this stream. And lastly here, I just wanted to quickly say that I heard from so many of you from my last Diablo 4 video, whether it was words of encouragement, the excitement you guys had for the game, I saw and read all of them. I appreciate all of you so very much. Both my brother and I are still very, very new to this whole YouTube thing, so just seeing so much positive encouragement meant the absolute world to us. And for those of you who did not see the community post, we're going to each be individually doing a special video for when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Mine's going to relate to Diablo 4 content. So if you want to ask me some questions and my thoughts, if you have any concerns about Diablo, please leave a comment down below and I will react to it in that video once we get to that point. And yeah, with that, that's going to wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for sticking around for this long. Like you, I'm freaking excited for this game to finally release. It does feel like it's forever away, but this developer stream happening within the next couple of weeks will definitely help bridge that gap. So we'll see you all soon.